It's time. You're about to discover something that most will ignore until it's too late. And if you pay attention to what follows, you'll understand why everything around you is beginning to feel strange. If you found this message on October 30th, you need to understand something. It wasn't a coincidence. Something pulled you here quietly but intentionally. Today's energy doesn't shout, it whispers. But those who are awake will hear it. These aren't random moments, they are signals, invisible markers guiding you exactly where you need to be before the next door opens. Not everyone will receive this message because not everyone is ready for it, but you are. That's why you're here right now, in this very instant. Today isn't just another day. It's the last inhalation before something changes. Everything may feel eerily still, but that silence is pressure building, the kind of pressure that only happens before an energetic rupture. You might notice a subtle tension in the air, a sense that something is aligning just out of sight. It's not chaos, it's correction. Nature always swings itself back into balance, and right now it's doing the same with you. This is your moment of alignment. But there's something else. Something the universe has already decided for you. Even if your conscious mind doesn't know it yet, you are going to move. It's not a possibility. It's not a wish. It's a fact already in motion, adjusting itself in the invisible layers of reality. Everything around you is already preparing for your departure, whether you believe it or not, and there is a specific, unmistakable sign that will confirm this. When you recognize it, you'll be startled to realize it was always there, waiting for you to finally pay attention. Now listen carefully. What you're about to understand won't just show you why this move is inevitable. It will reveal why staying where you are has become impossible. The walls around you have absorbed everything, every tear you shed in the dark, every sleepless night staring at the ceiling, wondering if anything would ever change. Every moment of silent pain that no one else saw. Your current home isn't just a physical place. It's an emotional container that held every version of you that fought, that broke, that survived. And now that space is saturated. Think about it. How many times did you try to cleanse the energy? You burned sage. You rearranged the furniture. You opened windows, hoping the fresh air would carry away the heaviness. But it never fully worked, did it? Because what's soaked into that place isn't visible dirt. It's spiritual residue. It's the energetic mold of old versions of yourself that no longer exist, but whose imprints still vibrate in every corner. October 30th activates something in these spaces. It's as if the date itself were an unlock code for the accumulated energy. All the places where you grew through pain, where you healed deep wounds, where you transformed in silence, begin to release what they held. And when that happens, staying becomes resistance, not against the universe, but against your own evolution. This move isn't an escape. It's a release, because it's nearly impossible to become your new version while you're surrounded by the echoes of who you used to be. The space itself becomes a constant reminder of battles you've already won. And although those battles made you stronger, the battlefield is not where you build your kingdom. You've noticed something strange lately, haven't you? Suddenly, everywhere you look, you see moving trucks, boxes stacked on sidewalks, people carrying furniture, closing doors, saying goodbye to neighbors. At first, it seems like coincidence. Maybe it's moving season. Maybe it's just your mind playing tricks. But it isn't. It's energetic resonance. When your own frequency begins to align with massive change, the outer world mirrors that inner movement. You see moves because your soul is already packing. You see transitions because your spirit has already crossed the threshold. The universe doesn't show you these signs to confuse you. It shows them to confirm that what you feel inside is already manifesting outside, and there's more. Things that used to work perfectly are starting to fail. Your daily routines, which once flowed effortlessly, now feel forced. Plans you made get cancelled out of nowhere. Objects that never gave you trouble suddenly break. Your morning coffee tastes different. The traffic to work has changed. Conversations that used to be easy now feel awkward. Life is throwing a system error, but it's not a punishment. It's preparation. When the universe is ready to move you, it first destabilizes what's familiar. It makes your current reality feel uncomfortable, strange, out of sync, not to hurt you, but to loosen your grip on the known. Because if everything kept feeling perfect, you'd never leave. You'd stay in the comfort zone until it became a prison. You felt something else too, an inexplicable acceleration, as if time were collapsing in on itself. The days go by faster, but every moment feels more intense. There's a silent countdown in your chest, even though you don't know what you're counting down to. That's not anxiety. It's temporal synchronization. Your current timeline is speeding up to catch the future version of you who already inhabits the next space. It's as if two realities are pulling you at once, the one you're leaving and the one you're about to enter. And in the middle of that tension, you feel the pull. It's not nervousness. It's divine magnetism. But here's the part most people don't understand. The universe won't move you until you're ready to let go. That's why it has been testing you, forcing you to detach from what has already expired. Every time you clung to something you knew had to end, the universe increased the pressure, not out of cruelty, but out of compassion. Because resisting change always hurts more than accepting it. Think about all the times something hasn't worked lately, that opportunity that fell through, that relationship that cooled, that project that never took off. In the moment it felt like failure, as if the universe were rejecting you. But it wasn't rejection. It was redirection. Every closed door was divine filtering. Every no was the universe eliminating paths that would have kept you on a lower level. You didn't fail, you were protected. And now, with October 30th as the activation point, that protection becomes propulsion. The comfort you settled into is being transformed into chaos. Your job became unbearable. Your bills are piling up in ways that don't make sense. People who used to be close now feel distant. Everything that once made you feel safe now feels unstable. And I get it, it feels like a curse, like everything is going wrong at the same time. But it's the opposite. It's divine choreography. The universe is intentionally dismantling your comfort zone to make sure you don't settle for a reality that's too small. It's creating friction in every place where you got stuck. So you'll finally make the leap you've been postponing. You're not being punished. You're being pushed into your greatness. And that greatness can't manifest in the space where you learn to survive. It needs the space where you'll learn to thrive. This is where everything becomes magnetic. Suddenly, contracts are ending. Leases you thought you'd renew no longer make sense. Relationships you believed were solid are breaking without a clear reason. Your financial flow is shifting. Sometimes in ways that scare you. It's not random. It's the cutting of tethers. The universe is systematically severing everything that kept you anchored to timelines that no longer serve you. And yes, it feels like loss, as if the world you built were falling apart. But it's not falling apart. It's being unpacked. Piece by piece, the universe is releasing what can no longer travel with you into the next phase. Everything you built with your old energy is losing steam, not because it wasn't worthwhile, but because it was designed for a version of you that no longer exists. And trying to keep it alive is like trying to wear children's clothes when you're already an adult. You can technically force it, but it will never fit. This is detachment in motion, and it's uncomfortable because it requires you to trust something you can't see yet. It requires you to let go before the safety net appears. It requires faith when logic is shouting at you to hold on. October 30th marks the cutoff point. It's the date when the old energy officially no longer fits. No matter how much you try to force it back, the universe refuses to let you return to what you've already outgrown. Doors close not to destroy you, but to remove options that would keep you stuck. And yes, that means you will feel empty for a moment, caught between what was and what will be. But that emptiness isn't the end. It's the space your next chapter is filling. Right now, as you read this, the reality you're about to step into is already being furnished by the universe. Your new home already exists. Your new community is already waiting. Your new purpose is already activated. You're simply traveling toward it. But there's something deeper you need to understand. This move isn't just about you, it's a collective deployment. There are others like you awakening at this very moment, feeling the same magnetic pull, seeing the same signs. The universe doesn't move people randomly. It moves points of light strategically. It's repositioning you to where your energy is most needed, where your frequency can create the greatest impact. You're not just an individual looking for a new home. You're an activator being placed at a specific coordinate. Think about it. How many times in the past did you want to move, but something always blocked it? The timing was never right. Finances didn't add up. Opportunities faded just when they seemed certain. That wasn't bad luck. It was divine timing. The universe was waiting for all the players to be in position. It was synchronizing movements on a scale your conscious mind couldn't comprehend. And now, with October 30th as the activation code, all those pieces are finally lining up. Acceleration comes after resistance. What once felt impossible suddenly becomes inevitable. Doors that seemed permanently closed begin to open without you touching them. People you never thought you'd see again appear with information exactly when you need it. Resources that felt out of reach are suddenly available. This isn't luck. It's destiny manifesting. The universe doesn't need time when you're ready. It only needs your willingness. And once you release resistance, reality itself reconfigures instantly around your new frequency. What took years to force happens in days once you align. This move isn't for your comfort. It's for your purpose. You're not being moved to a nicer place just because you deserve it. You're being moved to an activation zone, a place where your frequency can operate at full capacity, where the right people can find you, where the right opportunities can locate you, where your true work can begin. Every previous failed attempt to move wasn't a failure. It was protection. The universe was saving you for this precise moment, for this specific place, for this exact version of you that's finally ready to hold what's coming. And what's coming is bigger than a new address on your ID. Your next home already exists, not as a possibility, but as a certainty, vibrating at a frequency you're about to reach. The delay was never about failure. It was about timing. It was about making sure that when you finally arrive, you're the right version of yourself. Because if you'd arrived earlier, you wouldn't have been able to hold it. You've noticed the signs, haven't you? Random conversations about neighborhoods you've never visited. Property ads appearing on your screen without you searching for them. Old boxes in your closet you suddenly feel compelled to pack. Dreams about places you've never seen, but that feel strangely familiar. Those aren't coincidences. They're whispers from your higher self, fragments of the reality you already inhabit on the energetic plane. Your future self is already there in that new space, calling you forward. And these signs are the coordinates it's sending back through time. The new place isn't just shelter. It's an activation point, a sacred ground where your true power can be released, because there are certain frequencies that can only be activated in certain places. There are certain versions of you that can only be born in certain environments, and the environment you're in now has already done its job. It protected you when you were fragile, healed you when you were broken, kept you safe while you rebuilt your foundation. But now that foundation is solid, and the universe refuses to let you waste your newly found strength in a space designed for your weakness. Your future self refuses to be born in the old environment because that space still vibrates with the energy of who you used to be. And as long as you remain there, you'll constantly be pulled between advancing and retreating, between expanding and contracting, between becoming who you're meant to be and settling for who you've always been. October 30th is the unlock code. It's the date when energetic resistance finally yields, when the path that's been quietly built finally reveals itself, when the next chapter that's been waiting in the shadows finally steps into the light. You're not abandoning your past. You're honoring it by refusing to live there forever. There is gratitude in letting go. There is respect in evolving. Your current home taught you lessons you'll carry forever, but the lessons are over. The exam has been passed, and staying in the classroom after you've graduated isn't loyalty, it's fear. And you're no longer operating from fear. You're operating from faith. Faith that the universe has already prepared the next space. Faith that your move isn't random but strategic. Faith that every strange sign, every unsettling synchronicity, every moment of discomfort has been part of a larger plan designed specifically for you. So what do you do with this information? First, breathe. Acknowledge that what you've been feeling isn't paranoia, it's perception. Your intuition has been right all along. The pull you felt towards something new wasn't restlessness. It was guidance. Second, start letting go, not dramatically. You don't need to burn everything down tomorrow. But begin to loosen your mental grip on where you are. Stop fighting the discomfort. Stop trying to make something work when it clearly no longer fits. Allow yourself to consider that maybe, just maybe, the universe knows something you don't yet know. Third, pay attention. In the coming days, the signs will grow stronger. Synchronicities will multiply. Opportunities that seemed impossible will begin to materialize. People will say things that confirm exactly what you've been feeling. The universe will show you the way, but you have to be still enough to see it. And finally, trust. Trust that this move, even if it feels chaotic now, is the most aligned motion you could make. Trust that the universe never moves you toward danger, only toward expansion. Trust that what you're leaving behind has already given you all it had to offer, and what you're stepping into contains everything you've been asking for. There is someone thinking about you right now. Not in judgment, not in doubt, but in quiet recognition. They saw your struggle. They saw how you kept going when everything told you to give up. They saw your strength, even when you didn't. And though they never told you, your perseverance became their proof that resistance works. That person is being moved too, and there's a greater possibility than you think that your move will bring you closer, that the place you're heading is exactly where you need to be to find them, that this transition isn't just about a new home, but about new connections that have been waiting for you both to arrive at the right place. The universe doesn't move pieces without reason. It's repositioning you for encounters that will change your trajectory, for collaborations that will amplify your purpose, for communities that will finally see you for who you truly are. And that can't happen where you are now, not because the place is bad, but because it already fulfilled its function. It was the cocoon where you transformed, but butterflies don't remain in cocoons after their wings are ready. It's time to fly. One day soon you'll be in your new space, unpacking boxes, arranging rooms, looking out a window you haven't yet seen. And in that moment, this day, October 30th, will return to your memory. Not as a random date, but as the turning point, the moment when everything changed, even if you didn't realize it in real time. You'll remember how you felt today, the restlessness, the confusion, the strange mix of fear and excitement. And you'll finally understand it wasn't chaos. It was alignment moving through you. It was the universe rearranging your reality in preparation for something your conscious mind couldn't yet comprehend. This message wasn't random. It was a marker, a sign left on your timeline by your future self, reminding you that when everything feels like it's falling apart, it's actually coming together in a way you don't yet recognize. The move is already in motion, not as an idea, but as an energetic fact. And your only task now is to stop resisting it. Stop questioning whether it's real. Stop wondering if you're ready. The universe wouldn't make you feel this if you weren't prepared to hold it. October 30th isn't just a date, it's a portal. And on the other side is the version of your life you've been quietly building for years. All the work you did when no one was watching, all the healing you accomplished in the dark, all the faith you kept when logic said to quit. It's about to make sense. It's about to manifest. It's about to reward you in ways you can't yet imagine. So don't resist. Don't cling. Don't try to control how it unfolds. Just trust, pack, and get ready, because the universe has already decided. And when the universe decides, reality reorganizes. Your move isn't a possibility, it's a prophecy. And this prophecy is about to be fulfilled. If you're still here, I want to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed this message and want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Your support is deeply appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more revealing content.